Most important thing I want you guys to remember is do what's best for you. Do what you want to do. Don't live your life trying to please other people, because it will cost you in the end. Hey guys, it's Kayla M. Thank you guys for tuning back in with me, and thank you guys for coming to see me again. Before we get started, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you're notified with all my new videos come out. So today I'm going to be bringing a kind of college experience type of video. Today I'm going to be giving you 10 tips to have a successful college experience, to any like new high schoolers going into college, or anybody just in college right now who could use this video helpful, because I am a senior and I'll be graduating in the summer. So I thought this would be a good video to give you guys some tips. So I have all my tips right here. I'm going to give you guys 10. So let's get started. Okay, tip number 1, know the major you want to have. So this is very important, that you know what you want to do when you go to college. Like, because it's okay to change your major, but don't go to college not knowing like what major you want to have, what you want to do with your life, like any of that. You need to have like a idea of what you want to do. Like if you like to draw, you could do an art major, but you just need to have an idea of what you want to do. Basically, just don't go into college like freeballing, because you're going to be messed up. I changed my major 3 times while I was in college. First it was biology, and I changed it to like dental hygiene, and I had majors that I didn't even want to be in, but my final major was a psychology major, and I'm really happy with the decision I made. So just make sure you go into college knowing basically what you want to do. So tip number 2 would have to be have an agenda. Having an agenda really saves me in college, because it makes you stay organized, because you have like most classes that like students take at colleges are like 6 classes. So having 6 classes and not having an agenda to keep you updated with your work will really get you clustered, to be honest. So having an agenda is really beneficial, because it keeps you up to date with your work. It lets you know what's due, lets you know what tests you have, and it just really keeps you organized with. So I wanted to show you guys my agenda and basically show you guys how I keep everything organized. So each month I write in my assignments, and I do them color-coded based by my class. So these are my class I have at the top, and then those are my assignments. And each month I like to give myself a little motivation, like don't give up, Makayla, or you've got this. So that kind of helps me get through the month. I also put in any breaks I have. Here's another motivation, and those basically just keep me motivated until the semester ends. Okay, so tip number 3 would have to be find your study plan. Whether this is tutoring, study groups, making flashcards, having a study partner, just have some type of way that you study and that it helps benefit you. Because if you just go to college and you just don't study, you're not gonna get far, honestly. Like, it's really good to have a study plan to just kind of like help you out. Whether you like to study in like the quiet, like for me, I like to study in like a quiet room, and I use flashcards and I watch videos, because those really help me pass. Just make sure you have any type of study plan that could like really help you when it comes to like tests and like your quizzes and everything. A study plan is really beneficial. Tip number 4 would have to be don't take on too many classes if you can't handle it, especially if you have a job. Do not overwork yourself. Overworking yourself in college will really stress you out. And to be honest, most jobs, they don't really respect the fact that you're in school and that you have all these classes. So don't be in a job that doesn't respect your main priority, which is school. If they don't respect that, then you shouldn't be at that job. So just make sure you don't overwork yourself. Like, that's why it's good to have an agenda, so you can plan everything out and what you want to do. But don't just take on too many classes that you really can't handle, because it'll really screw you up in the end, and you'll just be clustered with a whole bunch of assignments, works, quizzes, and everything. So tip number 5 will have to be don't procrastinate. Procrastinating in college is so easy, guys. Like, I'm telling you, it's really, really easy. So don't procrastinate. It's okay to procrastinate a little bit, but don't get behind on your work because you just procrastinate so much. So it's really important that you,
like, once again, have an agenda.
So having an agenda will lessen that procrastination, because it's just like, okay, I have to get this done. Okay, I have to get this done by this day. This is due by this due day. So don't procrastinate. It'll really screw you over the end, and it'll have assignments building up, and then it'll be too late to complete all of them basically. Okay, so tip number 6 would have to be, don't get discouraged if you fail something in college, especially when it comes to tests. Because one thing I had to tell myself, like, throughout college is that I'm not a failure just because I failed a test, because I would get so sad because I failed a test. But honestly, that define you. Like, don't make that test define you as like dumb or anything, because you're capable of putting anything you put your mind to. So it's just important to have those study habits to help you get you better at tests. Have an agenda so that you're up to date when your tests are coming up, so you can study ahead of time, make sure you're prepared for it. So, but don't get discouraged if you fail something at college. Like, you're worthy. You're at college for a reason. They accepted you for a reason. So just don't get discouraged if you fail something, because you're worthy of it. Okay, so tip number 7 will have to be, don't let college define your abilities. This piggybacks off of tip number 6, that if you fail something, don't automatically think you're a failure. Like, you're gonna fail stuff in college, but don't automatically think college is not where you want to be, or just don't be so hard on yourself basically. Like, it's okay to fail things. Like, point blank period, it is okay to fail things. Like, so don't let college define your character basically. Like, don't, if you might have a bad day and you might fail that test, but don't let it basically make you feel like a failure, because you're at college for a reason. So just keep your head up basically. Tip number 8 is a very important one. Maintain your mental health in college. College can stress you out. Point blank period, it can stress you out. So it's important to relax some days and take some time for yourself. Like, have self-care days, like you're gonna do self-care Sunday, and just dedicate that day to yourself. Like, it's okay to work in college, but you also need a break as well. So don't work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then you don't have no break in between the week to maintain your mental health. Like, maintaining your mental health is very important in college, especially if you're in a dorm and you're kind of far away from your family. You might feel lonely, because that happens to me sometimes. So just maintain your mental health. Make sure you have like people around you who can like lift you, and like you have friends who can uplift you. But don't let college destroy your mental health, because your mental health is very important, especially in college when you're alone. And then especially if you are like failing tests and you're like failing quizzes, you might even feel that might affect your mental health 10 times more. So just make sure you always dedicate some time to yourself to maintain your mental health throughout college. Tip number 9 would be, there are ways to finesse in college. There are, like, when it comes to teachers, textbooks, tests, like, there are ways to finesse in college. Like, you can pass in college. You just have to know how to work things. Like, honestly, like, when it comes to your teachers, you gotta know how to like slide your way in when it comes to teachers, because some teachers, they will help you out, especially if you're failing. They will give you extra credit. Like, they will help you out. So take advantage of all of that. When it comes to textbooks, do not buy every textbook that your syllabus says. Like, do not buy all of that, because you will rack up probably like $300 just buying textbooks alone. And you can get free textbooks online, honestly, without paying. Like, why would you want to pay like $100 when you can get it free online? Like, huh? But time you don't use those textbooks. Like, textbooks are good for studying material when it comes to tests and everything, but you don't need every single textbook that your teacher recommends. I've honestly, my whole college career, I've honestly probably used like 5 textbooks out of all my classes I have taken. So I wouldn't suggest you run out and buy all the textbooks, because 1, you're hurting your pockets. You're going to be hurting your pockets, and 2, you're not going to use that after that semester, especially when you can use textbooks for free online. There are ways to get free textbooks online. You just have to know the sites, have to know where to navigate to get those free things. But there are websites that give you free textbooks, the full textbooks. I'm using three of my textbooks I'm using right now for this semester are free that I got online. So you just have to know how to navigate and, you know, use your resources. The last tip number 10, the most important tip. Are y'all ready? Don't go to college if you know school is not for you. you will be miserable. Like, if you know you're not a school person, you don't like doing schoolwork, you don't like taking tests, you don't like doing quizzes, you don't like group discussions, do not go to college. 1, you're wasting time. 2, you're wasting money. 3, you're risking your mental health. That's just too many obstacles being thrown into one court. Like, do not risk all those things just because your parents say you have to go to college, your people around you say you have to go to college. Like, do what is best for you. College is not the only way to be successful in this world, and I really wish society would stop like labeling that as the only way to be successful. You can be successful without going to college. Trust me. Like, if you know college is not for you, find another hustle. Like, if you want to sell accessories on the side, do that. Start your own company, do that. Like, you don't have to go to college. I'm a school person, and you know you really don't enjoy school, you don't enjoy nothing about school. School makes you depressed, you get anxiety from taking tests. Do not go to college. You're risking too many factors just by going to college to please your family or your friends or anything like that. So that can play a role in maintaining your mental health. Like, if you go to college just because your parents say you want to go to college, you're risking your mental health. Okay, you're risking your mental health. So don't go to college if you really don't want to be in college. Do what's best for you. That's the most important thing I want you guys to take from this video. Most important thing I want you guys to remember is do what's best for you. Do what you want to do. Don't live your life trying to please other people, because it will cost you in the end. So if you know you're not a college person, honestly, you know if you're ready for college depending on how you do in high school. High school basically sets you for college. Like, if you know you didn't like doing schoolwork or anything in high school, college is not going to be for you, because first of all, the work is 10 times more. You have way more work, and it could just be really stressful on somebody who just doesn't want to be in college. Like, so don't be in college if you just know college is not for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys take something back from my 10 tips. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so you're up to date when all my new videos come out. Like, thank you guys for the continuous support. I love you all, and I'll see you guys in my next video.